Hi, I'm Enchanting Nubianette. Welcome back, everyone. To all of you who are new to this channel, welcome. Yesterday, hundreds of passengers were delayed at the Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston, Texas. These passengers had intentions to experience a quick flight from Houston to Dallas. Instead, the flight was canceled because their pilot, Seymour Walker, was arrested. At first, I said to myself, not another DUI. Well, it's caused by a horrible addiction to alcohol, as you know. Scary facts are that several pilots have been caught with an alarming levels of alcohol or drugs right before flying and or in mid-flight. But on this particular occasion, 45-year-old pilot Seymour Walker was wanted on an assault, family violence arrest. Another shocking example of how a pilot's personal life harming others catches up with them.
I can't really see his hands on his back. Big fella, get in the bigger one, brother.
Now, before I continue, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Now, let's continue. When someone is arrested on an assault, family violence charge, there are so many steps in this process. First, there is the arrest and booking. So the individual is taken into custody by law enforcement, as we know. And at the police station, the individual undergoes the booking process, which includes recording their personal information, taking fingerprints, and photographing the suspect with a mugshot. So embarrassing, especially for this type of professional, a pilot. Now, I'm not sure if this is a pilot's first offense. So far, while researching online, I haven't found any details from previous cases. Next, there's initial detention, and most of you are familiar with a holding cell, where the suspect is usually held in a holding cell or jail until they can appear before a judge. Then there's an initial appearance or arraignment. Now, during court, that appearance, the suspect is brought before a judge for an initial appearance, often within 24 to 48 hours of the arrest. The charges are read to them, and the charges against the suspect, Mr. Seymour, are where he's informed of his rights. Afterwards, there's bail, and the judge may set bail, which allows a suspect to be released from custody until their court date. In cases involving family violence, bail conditions may include no contact orders and even other restrictions. There's also protective orders, temporary orders, where a judge may issue a temporary protective order to protect the alleged victim. And this order can include provisions, for example, Mr. Walker of having no contact with the victim, staying away from the victim's home or workplace, and other specific conditions to ensure the victim's safety. And at another level, there are permanent orders. The court may later issue a more permanent protective order after a hearing. So I don't have any more particulars about this case. One thing I do know The Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport Department of Public Safety did not immediately reply to an open records request seeking comment. In regard to the Frontier passengers, all who were impacted were offered the option of a full refund, credit, or reaccommodation on the next available Frontier flight later that evening. Also, they were all given $100 flight voucher and overnight hotel accommodations as needed. So Mr. Seymour Walker's alleged violence caused havoc on many people's lives who had nothing to do with the incident. And on a usual basis, if evidence is found against him, there's a pretrial process, starting with an investigation. Both the prosecution and defense most likely will investigate the incident further. They'll gather the evidence, they'll interview witnesses, and prepare for their cases. We shall see if plea bargaining will continue to a trial and a prosecution, ending with a guilty or not guilty verdict. And it's a shame for anyone, especially professionals, who invested a great deal of money for his education, flight lessons, licenses, certification, to lose it all. Besides being a professional with expertise, he needs to live with integrity, value other people, and show respect by not harming others, full stop. And if the pilot, Seymour Walker, indeed caused harm, he needs rehabilitation and support. So the court may order or recommend counseling, perhaps for anger management. Maybe there's substance abuse included, and family therapy, support services even. Victims and offenders may access support services to help cope with the aftermath of family violence. And this pilot figured he would evade police by traveling, by flying out. Now Mr. Walker has caused his airline to lose more money than necessary. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks a million, and stay safe wherever you are.